First, did you know seagulls almost went extinct in recent history? Or that fashion trends in the 18th century almost wiped out the beaver population?
These are just a couple topics explored in a new exhibit at the Maine Historical Society, hoping to inspire change by giving us a different perspective on the climate and biodiversity crisis. Take a look.
Being right on the ocean, they really specialized in Casco Bay shells. And
Tilly Laskey knows her way around history.
Museums really started with this idea of a cabinet of curiosities.
And she really knows her way around the history here, within the Code Red exhibit at the Maine Historical Society.
I feel like the information that we're putting out there is really important and it's timely.
Tilly and UMaine professor Darren Renko are the masterminds behind the exhibition, which focuses on an issue impacting all of us: climate change. Code Red, Climate, Justice, and Natural History gives a unique look at the biodiversity and climate crisis by examining past practices that had a devastating impact on everything from our wildlife to our environment.
It allows people to experience a lot of different kinds of objects in an exhibit that sort of says, this is how we used to collect things. This is how we used to think about past climates. Let's think together in terms of what this future climate could be.
It features an array of displays, from preserved butterflies to different bird species, to an entire room dedicated to Senator Ed Muskie and the Clean Water Act, a piece of legislation that changed the way we take care of our natural resources and played a huge role in preserving the Androscoggin River. The exhibit also features pieces from the Portland Society of Natural History, like moon rocks and a dinosaur footprint.
And they were one of the first natural history museums in the nation. And they rivaled places like Harvard and Yale as far as their collections went. They started in 1839, ended in 1972. They had 7 different locations. They disbanded once, they burned down twice, and they rebuilt their collections every single time that happened until they eventually closed in 1972. And their collections went all over the globe. This is the first time they've been back together. So over 50 years of them being apart, they're reunited.
Together again, to give us a closer look at how we humans have had an impact on our planet.
It's not always fun to learn about extinctions and how beavers almost, went extinct in the, 17 and 1800s, but with fashion changes, their populations revived, right? It's not fun to think about birds that went extinct, but when we learn about that, we can make different choices in the future.
It also explores indigenous methods of studying the world around us. At the very center of the exhibit, a woven basket, detailed to look like a snowy owl, is placed strategically next to a preserved, stuffed snowy owl.
But to see that basket almost have this dialogue with the actual preserved snowy owl is really interesting. For us and as Wabanaki people, it was our caretaking responsibilities is always not separate from those animals, whereas the natural history approach was to stuff it and put it under glass, like that's such a different orientation.
The hope is that this unique exhibit not only educates, but maybe even sparks a little change.
The Portland Natural History Museum was created just by 23 or 24 people, small groups of people acting together, or individuals acting and acting in ways that support their beliefs and create change.
I really hope people feel like they're empowered to make a difference in their life and make a difference to climate change and biodiversity loss, that they feel like they have enough information to feel that they're able to make a difference in the world.
The Maine Historical Society's Code Red exhibit is now open to the public. You'll have between now and the end of the year to check it out in person or online. You'll find a link with more information on our website and app.